It's working as intended. Should be no surprise. What's on my Fox Radio?
Fancy a thought on Alex Rodriguez saying that the Angels will win the World Series if they trade Ohtani and Trout.
Will the Angels win the World Series if they trade? Probably not. MLB standings. Let's see this. Who's thinking about the Angels? This is an All-Star game tomorrow. They're one game under 500. If you don't have 50 wins, I'm not watching. That's the end of story. They'll be on that topic for an hour. 6 minutes after 11, they're talking baseball.
And really more, I would say more basketball than football because
They're just spamming keywords because you don't know what kind of news they're talking about. The Cheers. White Widow. Yes, the WW. White Widow. What's going on? Taking screenshots, forwarding screenshots. Sounds really low end. But the screenshots are an incredible substitute for lost medias. I wish I could get onto my old hard drive just to get some screenshots from like 2008. But I always deleted my screenshots. And the most important key on the keyboard is the print screen. If you press it, you take a screenshot. And before you could record your video games, you could just take a screenshot. I think I took a lot, but I don't have any of them. There's a bunch on my computer, but Legion screenshots. I kind of reformatted the i5, so I lost my 2015 gaming screenshots, which is pretty bad because I uploaded gaming screenshots like of Metal Gear Solid to my Steam account. So when I became a Steam gamer, I had a Steam account before 2015, but you never paid for anything. So after 2015, when you paid for Metal Gear Solid and Dark Souls 3, that was the biggest reason to switch to Steam. Even to this day, playing the Phantom Pain, which is an Afghanistan adventure, just like I went on. So I can't, like, I got Watch Dogs 2 because it's in my city, San Francisco. I watched The Terminator. They filmed it in my town. Turbo Terminator, just subscribe to the channel. Welcome. I know how to get to Skynet. It's 1,000 feet above the sea level. But you'll be spied on from 1,500 feet if you get near Skynet. technically 206 Lemoore Drive is out of sight of Mount Lucas. Mount Lucas, the tallest mountain in Los Angeles, which is right next to my house. And I never went to the top. It's 5,000 feet. And I only lived there at 1,100 feet, and none of my family would go up to 5,000 feet. We had homes in the 1,300 feet area, and in the Angeles Crest areas, it's got to be 1,500 feet to 1,700 feet potentially. But we're looking at elevations of where I've been. Like my duty stations overseas was 3,300 feet, which is pretty high. And my 2 days, or was it 4 days at the Kabul airport when I was stuck in Kabul, was 5,876 feet. That's right. It was hot as fuck, man. Damn. And we had to wait for a plane. When I was stuck at the Kabul International Airport, waiting for my ride out, that was very similar to the evacuation 2 years ago. I'm planning a trip to above 5,000 feet soon. I hope. This is my iPad stream. I think I already had 2 people show up, which ain't even bad. It's not even bad. Just turn the volume on the radio up again.
Dwight Gooden, all of those players that were part. Mookie Wilson, part of that 86 Mets. That's a long time ago.
86. The Mets are only in the league because the Cincinnati Reds needed a team to play in New York because the Yankees should be in the National League. And Yankee baseball is just an American League bull. I don't watch it. I don't want to watch it. I watch National League baseball. I watch the Dodgers. I was forced to watch Oakland Athletics a lot. Especially on the radio. Like, my mom's boyfriend just happened to need to listen to every Oakland radio baseball game while watching the Angels game. I'm like, bro, are these? So I was always exposed to the teams I didn't want to watch, and I would only watch if it was Dodgers versus the Reds. I honestly don't watch anything that's not Cincinnati, and I've watched so much Cincinnati. I've seen some shit. I've seen Paul Brown. Was he with the trophy? I've seen Paul Brown clips that haven't been seen in years. I've seen some shit. What's my I can't see where my battery is at, but I'm streaming. We're still at 100. Okay. Should I just never turn it off? There's no reason to turn it off. Until it dies, it's more likely to break by not being used. But now, the audio in here is I'm on the way out of this room. I do not want to be in this room much longer after Super Bowl 60. When the Super Bowl comes back, I might split in the direction of the winner. Like, I'll just get on that bandwagon and go back wherever they came from. If you win Super Bowl 50, I'll just move there because you want it here. So there you go. You beat San Francisco. Aren't you happy now? The people are coming. And it's a nice city. I mean, I've all the NFL cities are nice. We got good shit. I ain't moving to Vegas because the Raiders ain't winning, so I'm not worried about that. Let's turn the radio back up for 30 seconds.
Go with the legend, I get all that. But hey, it was fun. Good for Vladdy Guerrero, a bunch of home runs. The show was Julio Rodriguez. He didn't win. Reminds me of Josh Hamilton years ago when he hit.
Damn, I'm chewing on my mustache. It grows back fast, man. I keep eating it.
By calling it 877-9.
We're cutting the phone number off from it now. I'm playing random phone numbers from Fox Radio, San Francisco. There's four 49er quarterbacks. They can only pay 3 of them. So, who has to leave? Jeez. Ooh. Yeah. Well, if you're injured, first of all, then we believe that Trey Lance is injured, so Trey Lance is not playing. Trey Lance, stop playing, Trey. The worst. That's not true. Now is the finest time to enjoy the 28-year 49er losing streak. They're desperate to make it better, so I enjoy the struggle. And obviously, I think they have a chance to win. Otherwise, I wouldn't be stressed out about who can beat them. The big thing is the Bengals are coming to town this year. The Jets are coming next year. So, I mean, it's not about next. It's about deliberately missing the playoffs, but getting the position you want. And getting the opponents you want. Because the NFC East is playing in San Francisco next year. That means the Giants could be coming, the Eagles, Cowboys, or the Washington Commanders could be coming. Who do we want? Some people want it, some people don't. There's a potential Raider game next year, that's correct. If the 49ers end in the same position in rankings as the Raiders, they will have to play the Raiders 2 years in a row. How is that possible? To be determined NFC West opponent for the 49ers in 2024. What am I supposed to care about? Who plays in a random game somewhere else? What team gets to come and beat the 49ers while they're down? or who's going to get completely eliminated in the locker room by the playbook because you're running an outdated scheme that isn't the new thing in Miami. Teams running dangerously outdated schemes like Atlanta. I'm talking about defensive schemes. Quarterbacks who can't predict when a wide receiver will be open. And I think the 49ers had 59 punts last year. Get all crazy talking about punts. But 59 punts is 21 below where they'll probably kick 80 this year. But that's 20 times 45. 20 times 45. You know that's an extra 900 yards they're going to move the ball. So you shouldn't complain. Those are the easiest. That's the reason the 49ers didn't win is because they don't punt enough. And I say, wish No Sky will be the 49ers MVP. He only punted 49 times last year for over 45 yards at a punt. And Kevin Huber was the Bengals punter. He's getting 42 yards per punt, and he kicked 80 times. And a punter will lose like 1 yard every year. So Wisnowski should get 45 yards still roughly every punt. 80 divided by 17. He's going to kick 4.7 punts a game, up to 5 punts. That's how they're going to have to get 240 yards in the air off the foot because they only have like a. He didn't have 3,000 yards. Your punter needs to have 3,000 yards. And the 49ers had 6,000 total yards. But it's not enough, man. You need to get the kicking game in. And I hope it's boring to people and they can think whatever they want about football. They can, because I predict really that the Giants will come in and they'll have a tie game. No, there won't be a winner. I predict there won't be a winner, but the fans can think that there's going to be a winner, whatever you want. All that matters is how many yards they got by kicking the ball. It doesn't matter about kids can catch it, wide receivers getting open or forcing the ball into coverage. That if you can't run the ball and kick the ball, you're not getting guaranteed yards and easy yards. If you're throwing the ball, that's hard. That's struggling. That's low success rate. Okay, and that's how you end up tying games because the clock stops and running the ball keeps the clock going. Unless you run out of bounds. So but an incomplete pass will stop the clock. But a fantasy football player is more likely to accidentally keep the clock running because the catch is worth his job in Vegas. So because it's not the pinnacle play of the game, it's a non-scoring play. catches in bounds that keep the clock running are unacceptable. Even if it looked good, it takes too long to reset the ball from outside the hash. You need to run the ball up the hash, down the ball, in the hash, so the refs never have to touch it. Because if some wide receiver is still touching the ball after the play, that's 9 seconds off the clock. 9 seconds, bitch. That's how much I'm going to penalize you. If that wide receiver doesn't throw that ball directly to where the line where it's been spotted, no delay. You better catch it and leave it. You don't see wide receivers, like you don't see running backs catching the ball and acting all stupid after they get a couple of yards. They run for a living. They save all their energy for the next run. But these wide receivers, they can put everything into one play and one celebration. And believe it or not, these players injure themselves. They overexert themselves. They never see the same celebration twice. They keep trying to score twice, but they never want to do the same dance twice. The dance can be done anywhere. You go dance somewhere else. Old people don't dance. It's just an extra chance to hurt yourself. Don't work too hard. I'm trying to become a slob who doesn't exercise. I want to get lung cancer. I'm not afraid, you know. I already got lung cancer. If I don't, I wouldn't believe it because it doesn't do anything. Well, I don't want to expose myself and cancer is real, but if left untreated, it's largely unharmful. And it's until you see symptoms. I mean, I'm not saying that symptoms shouldn't be treated, but I also don't have cancer. I do have some compassion for people who get hurt celebrating, like Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I've seen all these Pittsburgh Steelers celebrating. I ain't seen no victories. Like these 49ers who think Richard Sherman is your friend. Do they think Chris Collinsworth is your friend? They think these are celebrations. They think the players are your friends. I mean, I really officially endorse the Bengals and the Rams because they're two different leagues, and you really have to have a favorite. If you don't play favorites, then you shouldn't be having kids, because people who don't have a favorite kid have dented kids. And just be honest with your kids. If one knows he's the favorite and he proclaims himself the favorite, like I was not the favorite. Hairy ass. Whoa. Where's your hair? Oh, you get. I'm just saying. I want to trim it up. maybe. I need to go to wardrobe and have a hairdresser trim me up. Whoa, 30 minutes dream. It's 11:31. Let's raise the volume on the radio again.
Mariners outfielder Julio Rodriguez in his home ballpark set a home run derby record with 41 home runs in a single round. Of course,
Boring. Boring. Of course. Forsaken Cat. Welcome. Although I am a 47-year-old gamer, it's the highest level in it you can get without being a grandpa. Yeah, I'm just saying. 47-year-old gamer here. Don't trust anybody older than me, man. Don't. They played nothing because I was the first. I grew up with I had in 1977 I was playing video games, 1 year old. Don't listen to anybody but me. I know everything about video games. And I played everything. If I didn't play it, I don't want to play it. So you can be like, hey, do you want to play it? Why don't you get that much views? It's good to come on strong late in the game because a bunch of wackos are pretending they play games and they're all successful. It's okay. Okay, they were desperate and thirsty to pretend they had the experience as a real gamer. They just lie. It's okay. I can call them all your favorite channels. I've been there in their chat. Okay, talking trash to other Tekken players. Yeah, man, I've been there. I moderate channels. I play on YouTube all damn day. I quit all my games just to watch the kids play and just talk shit about they can't press the buttons. You don't know how to press all the buttons, man. The print screen key, it says print screen on it. That's the one you press to take a screenshot. That's the one you never press. It's the most powerful one. It takes a picture that you actually did something in the game. Okay? It's just as effective as taking screenshots. They look just as clear as the day you made them in the original hardware. You don't have no emulation, with with your original names in chat. Like you can look. Get excited, man. I've never had a PlayStation in 20 years. I'm so lucky, man. I've lived with people who had PlayStations. We played Diablo 3 and Destiny and Binding of Isaac. And I have my modern, and I played some exclusives. Little Big Planet. I was living with people who played that shit, but I never owned it. And that's what makes me blessed. I'm not tainted. I didn't touch that shit with my own hands. I don't touch PlayStation with my own hands. I got Dark Souls 3 on my computer. I pre-ordered Nier Automata on my computer. Okay, I pre-ordered Shadow of the Tomb Raider on computer. I got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Wildlands 4 versus 4 snipers. You couldn't even load the goddamn game because it's such a high settings. It's the best shooter I've ever played. 4 versus 4 snipers only. Okay. You are extremely strong and powerful. Not really, but at 47 years old, I'm almost. My clock says 1:35 and 11. I mean, I'm a Star Wars baby. I've seen Star Wars 100 times. I grew up on Gilligan's Island. I've seen every episode. I've watched. I watched Japanese cartoons back in 1981 on TV in Los Angeles. You know, I watched the Disney Channel all through the 80s. Saw everything. Nickelodeon. I saw the first couple of years of Nickelodeon. I don't like music. I'm not all the grungy stuff that isn't really relevant anymore. I stayed away from Loserville, like skaters. I might dress like a skater, but I don't hang out with skaters, and I don't smoke weed anymore. I just vape because it keeps my thumbs clean. I don't have burned thumbs. Okay, you stick it, you burn your thumbs, it hurts. Vaping. This is what I buy in San Francisco. I don't even know what the hell it is. What do I think about woke female gaming? It's good. They're not going to make these games for 100 years. It's an experimental 5-year period in gaming where they're just making all the games, and they're not going to have a follow-up, okay? And even if they have a follow-up, like a new a She-Hulk game or something, it'll probably just be a good game. Like my army unit had girls in it, and we had girls die in Iraq. Yeah, so what is woke? Do you think I won't serve with women? Yeah, sure, they're gonna go, because I would, if I was, such a complicated story to tell you why I'm alive and some girl is dead, because we had girls in my unit and they decided to use one instead of me, and now she's dead. So you can tell me about woke culture or female like role models, because I just know dead ones. I legitimately, I should be dead. I should be the dead one, but I let that girl take my spot, knowing she's going to Fallujah. Okay, she was, and I was on the way to Fallujah my damn self, but she thought my unit didn't like me, and I was like, I was the only one that wanted to go, and they sent me to Afghanistan right before that, because at the same time I was the only one that wanted to go, and I came back, and then they wanted to task me out to some other unit to dig through filing cabinets because they lost all their manpower, and I was like, man, nah, you can just send me to Iraq, because I'm not, anyways. Like, I took control of my own army career at the wrong time as the first soldier deployed I was the first wave over, the very first. I got to go first. I was the first. You all wanted to go. They got, and I went to Afghanistan, and the people that went to Iraq, they still wish they went to that. They didn't want to go to Iraq. Nobody wanted to go to Iraq. Yeah. Only me. And I still want to go to Iran, but well, hey, that's a different story. I don't care where I go, man. That's what for the rest of my life, I'm a belligerent, because on Wikipedia it says I'm a belligerent because I'm a member of the Task Force Enduring Freedom. ISIS was created when I was in Afghanistan, wasn't it? Who's your daddy now? I like them. I like all service. We trained them up, and it's a large service at our disposal. We the Americans could have them doing anything we want, because we gave them 10,000 Humvees. You know, I was at Kabul myself. I'm lucky I got out of there. It was the middle of summer. It was it was hot as fuck, man. We had no water. I was flat on the floor for a whole day with no orders except wait for the plane. And like, it was this no shower, no chow situation. Just eat your MRE, sit on the airfield, and then you fly down to Kandahar, which is 33,000 feet above the sea level, because Kabul is 5,800 feet above. So we had to fly down 2,500 feet. And I've been around. I've seen some French air. I was at some French bases in Tajikistan. It's hard to get your stands confused because I wasn't even looking out the window when the plane landed. It's dusty. There's broken MiG fighters everywhere, and the tents collapsed. There's like some big storm and the tent's been knocked over, and the tent is full of sand. Everybody's sleeping in a tent full of sand, but the air conditioner is bumping inside the tent. And everybody got diarrhea when I got diarrhea in Afghanistan. It was a biological diarrhea attack on Thanksgiving when everybody on base got the world's largest case of diarrhea. So I survived that because I'm not a heavy gravy drinker. Tell me some secret military information. You are a member of our services, whether you like it or not, man. That's the secret. Even if you think that you're not, you already support it. Everything in America goes to the top. What else? If I wanted to sound all there's a lot of manpower ready. Like you could easily field 1,000. Well, as we see today, some really sad stuff. It's not going to be top secret forever, but your mission will be to kill yourself, because being captured is unacceptable. It's back down to that now, because the airstrike will fuck you up so bad that you will beg to die. You will beg to kill yourself. You're gonna beg to die, and the enemy will be begging for survivors. You want the hide? You want the real information, huh? They want captured. They want to capture people who are fucked up. They want to fix you. They want to say, hey, you got fucked up by this bomb, but hey, now we can fix you. That is top secret. Similar to Oregon farmers. Okay, they might be maybe something still good, How do you like that? Yeah, I know your message was retracted. I didn't get to see what you said. It's okay. You'll be using your first bullet on yourself because the bomb hurt you so bad. That's the only person you will shoot is your loved ones, because you want to end the misery. I don't own guns, and I don't support owning guns, and we should disarm I support absolute disarmament. You don't need a scooter You don't need a scooter. You don't need a car. You don't need to buy gas. You don't need to own things. This is what you need. When you go outside, you need to be seen with one of these. Then you have fun sweeping up little things that you would, oh, could have walked past that. But no, you need to be fucking useful, okay? This is cheaper than a video game, okay? If I go outside and play with this, people are fucking happy. They're like, oh, thanks. But I'm just playing, it's like the same weapon in the game. You get the, playing Fortnite, okay? This is better than a PlayStation. Because I don't own a PlayStation. I don't touch a PlayStation. I'd feel dirty. I got my Sony FM radio. I'm not a hater, Turtle Beach sticker on it, see? I'm not totally just a hater. Okay? Sony is cheap ass shit. They got the contract because they were selling shit to Russia. So Sony is Toshiba, is all those other. I do take illegal medicine. When I live in Ohio, I never take medicine, and I look forward to going back to Ohio because I don't need, when I'm in San Francisco, and I want to say this is living on the 49ers expense. Okay? You take heroin. Nah, man. Sorry. But too much work, man. You have to go. Then you don't enjoy standing and shit. Like, nah. Lay around like I'm dead. Some people who function take heroin. I'm from Los Angeles. It's down there. I'm an LA kid, class. I graduated in 1995. Yeah, I had Tupac on the radio when he was alive. I always listened to rap. I always listened to the Compton music. I listened to Ice Cube before he left. He was on the radio. I remember when Eminem was new. He was new on the radio. 1998, I saw him live. I saw him live. So, in 98, when did you hear about it? What is MARSOC? Off the top. What is MARSOC? I'm not a Marine. My dad was a Marine, but I'm not a Marine, okay? It's some Marine Corps shit, okay? So I'm not a Marine, but I'm a U.S. Army. This is regular old Joe. I live in Cincinnati. I've been in Cincinnati for 3 years. I've been in San Francisco for 8 years. Los Angeles for 30 years in Los Angeles. Not too proud of it. Not too proud of that. Never made it big in LA, man. Too many people trying to get big in LA. Maybe they'll look nice someday. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, I wasn't just a normal. I'm actually waiting 11 more minutes. Then I want to go to 7-Eleven and get my midnight. Really at 47 years old, very, very low calorie diet. Do you like tea? I'm drinking Arizona iced tea. Okay. Energy, tonic. Okay. I got two for $2, man. I'm not complaining, man. I'm getting my 2 for $2. I still see people buying drinks like $3.50 drinks. I'm like, you can have one drink for $3.50. Okay, I'll just drink 2 of these and keep it $1. It's not bad. Otherwise, yeah. I've been watching this New York Giant streamer every night and I subscribe to 2,100 different channels. I constantly update my stream all day, and now it's kind of like a downtime where nobody's going to be on. And when I watch my video, I'll put it at double speed. So I want a 60-minute video so I could watch it in 30. Now I'll raise the volume again on the.
Adley Rushman of the Orioles, his sister.
Talking about Baltimore family. The Orioles haven't won the World Series since 1982, which is like the same year the Colts left town. What do you think about the LGBT community? Well, it's a bigger community than the gamers, because the gamers don't march for their rights. So gamers have no rights. So I can say fuck gamers, but people who have rights because they're allowed in Washington they do things correctly. Like I don't go out there with them, but in general, as an American who supports the occupied, I support the occupied of Israel. I support the Israelis. Okay? The Palestinians are gonna have it their way, and they're gonna like it. It took a while, but things are only getting better. Yeah, I look at the LGBT and gay. Yeah, support it, but it's not a banner I stand behind. No, it's not a show. This is a NFL football channel. A video games channel, army channel, women who die for their country channel. I support it. I did have gay people with me in Afghanistan. Oh, I'm shocking. I haven't seen some of them. Some of them do live in San Jose. I do know one of them that live. So I went to Afghanistan with gay people. What are you, mad? Now I challenge you to do half of what I did, because your script sucks. There's no girl that dies in the end like mine. Okay? No Forsaken Cat. Damn Forsaken Cat. I think Forsaken is a good game too. It's just the skill cap is too high. You actually have to have 4 simultaneous button inputs. And for the viewers at home, I can pretend I'm gaming. So let me demonstrate some Forsaken gameplay. Insurgency Sandstorm. Okay, let's walk forward. We'll look left and right, and we'll shoot some stuff. It takes 3 buttons. Okay, whereas like a Forsaken the game, I have not actually played it, but it really does appear that you have to press the right button, the right button, this one, the right bumper. You have to press this button, which not a popular button. What? So you have all these buttons and you only want to use 2 of them. I don't play twin stick shooters. I don't do it. I play single analog shooters, so single analog only. So your grandpa's game, the ones that like GoldenEye, people, it's too hard. You know, I like real shooters, not dual analog bullshit. I think all my controllers are broken. So even though I can't turn my computer on, also my computer controllers were not working anymore. So I don't care. I don't really want to play that shit. If I play, I want to play World of Warcraft, but I don't. I'm watching people play, and that's it. I enjoy watching people play. I have 2 more minutes. The stream is 56 minutes. Okay, so I'll raise the volume on the sound radio one more time.
Victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community.
It's the Pulse nightclub ad. If you have a pulse. So this is a LGBT. Are you crazy? No, I'm actually not crazy. I have an IMDb page. I suggest you look at that if you think that success on YouTube has been like a goal of mine, because obviously the lack of effort, and I haven't even attempted, because waiting for your story to come out is better than just not having anything left in the tank. Like I wrote a book in Afghanistan, and I haven't read it in 20 years, and it's about 100 pages of letters, all my letters. I haven't read them, so I might not read the mint. So I could let other people do that. I have a military file full of incriminating corrective training. Oh no, I was mowing the yard. Oh no, I went to Afghanistan and you didn't. I'll mow that yard every day to get the same result. If the army is hiring firefighters because we start fires. Everybody has a job as a firefighter. Even if you think you don't support America, if you see a fire, it's your job to put it out. And that's why you do support America, because you're not willing to let it burn, like France. That's what the bottom line. You're not burning shit down. You're one of us. Thank you for joining. I can't read that. But I do have Google Lens. I could have screenshotted that. I watch Russian streamers. Alone Wave is good. Black Pox is live now. Shout out to Black Fox, the Death Knight. Oh, it's exactly 1 hour into the stream. Thank you. You set the record for highest level of interaction. Usually people just leave me alone when I'm streaming, which has been a blessing because all my gameplays are largely uninterrupted by boring chitter chatter, small chat. Now, sometimes I just fix that. You might have been waiting for that. That could have been what when I'm watching the video later, I'll be like, yeah, look, I finally fixed it. Oh, it's fucking summer, dude. Why do I got my hat on? Boy, maybe I like Russians. Boy, maybe. Boy, maybe I play with Australians. And when I'm online, I'm playing with Australians. My zipper's up. Yeah. I was gonna do a vanity workout. My vanity. Where's my weights? Come on. I'm holding the gun. You know, an M16 is not more than 10 pounds. Or is it? Can't remember. They don't play with that rifle anymore. And I'm not left-handed. I'm not left-handed. Okay. I'm not left-handed. I'm gonna walk up the street. There's usually like a I'm looking at my ball spot. I'm looking at my ball spot. Looking at my ball spot. Looking at my ball spot. I worked on 3 Emmy Award-winning shows. I get booked in Hollywood because I passed the test of time. The test of time is I still look damn good at 47. Damn, that's not bad. Still look good. I still look good, damn it. Still look good. And now let's raise the volume on the radio. Jimmy
Well, he
Bucket.
keeps them solid rosters, but Jimmy Butler is not going to give up his alpha position. So, hey, I'll be alpha. He ain't giving up the alpha position, Jimmy Butler. So he's the alpha. And you look at Jason Tatum,
He's the alpha.
Kawhi Leonard, or the Clippers. These guys.
Elon Musk bod.
They
I got that Elon Musk bod, sorry.
And they would be more inclined to sit in the passenger seat or even the back seat while Dame Lillard
See.
does his thing. And Jim,
I got the Elon Musk bod, but I gotta support Zuckerberg in the fight. So. Yeah, Zuckerberg. That's my fighter. Every time I'm training, thinking about laying him in like the Zuck. Zuck him up, man. Zuck him up. That's what I want to do. You can get zucked on. Just thinking about if you have to put respect on your fellow Americans like Mark Zuckerberg, you have to talk shit to him because he won't respect you unless you're honest. And Zuckerberg is the best. He's better than Elon Musk. Zuckerberg, he's not a personal friend. I've never been near him, but I got his back. He's my dude. He's my fighter. He's zucking him up. He's zucking you. You bet. He's zucking you too. Boom. Hey, easy, easy. GG easy. That's what he says. But you know, even my new fashion inspiration, I'm going with the Elon Musk, but you know, look, I'm gonna be shopping in his closet on a fashion statement wise. The Zuckerberg isn't my type of style. So, you know, I'm a little bigger. I'm actually a heavyweight. You know, my clocking over 210 pounds. Okay, but I comfortably live at about 188 on my Mahatma Gandhi style Bruce Lee diet. I mean, to me, I learned two diets growing up. You got your Bruce Lee, which you don't know what he's eating, and you got your Mahatma Gandhi. He's not eating anything. So you want to look like the King Bengal, the King of Bengal. Bruce Lee, he wanted to be a Teddy. My middle name is Michael. Sorry, yeah. Just throw that. Okay, I'm also a Michael. When I was in Afghanistan, I was awarded by the chaplain of the 86th Airborne Division. That's my St. Michael, 82nd Airborne Division. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Paratroopers, St. Michael's. They prayed to Michael. That is why we survived Afghanistan, because Michael was there. They prayed for Michael. And because I sincerely love Michael, we had no casualties. Zero deaths. Yep. Now, back to what I was saying. Some other classified information. 0 deaths on my mission. I mean, You can't break them all down, but this is the one you're gonna want to brag about the most, because when you go in, not everybody is coming out. So I watched the Super Bowl when I was in Afghanistan. I was all up. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. Damn. I wanted the Raiders to win, but now I realized I won, and they're the bunch of losers. And I live in San Francisco, and these Raider fans come around. Bro, you're crazy. Listen to me, or I'm leaving. Am I not seeing any of your chat? Let me see. I see your chat popping up. Let me make sure I'm not missing like 100 damn. Let me see. Well, okay. Oh, I see. Now I can see. I have a bunch of. Do I like the BBC? Meat riding. Yeah, sure. Meat ride. You just want to hear me say that? Okay, I'm going to say meat riding. I'm just going to use a bunch of your words in my script for me. Are you crazy? Do you take drugs? I'll even say that one twice. Just if you think that line was so good that I need to read it twice, I'll read it twice for you. Message redacted, message redacted. I like to read. I'll give you multiple takes. Do you like the? Are you mentally okay? Anyways, there you go. I don't want to say I didn't invest too much time in your script. You're a good script writer. You can try that line on somebody else, and maybe they. You can compare. Keep saying that to people, and then compare the results until you're tired of the results, and then you start saying something else like, watch this. I'll say something, okay? Okay. I save time by not flushing the toilet. When I stand up, I pick up my pants and walk directly out of the bathroom. Yep, Georgia walks straight out of the bathroom as soon as I flush the toilet. There you go. That's my kind. You want to compare your ability to write to mine? You think your words have any meaning? They don't. All that matters is what you do and what you've done and what you can do for me now. Okay? What can you do for me now? I mean, I know what I've done. And words are talk. Words are cheap. Words are talk. Let me tell you, I got a couple extra words for you because they cost me nothing. I'm on my fruity juice. It says energy right on the fucking bottle. Okay, I'll tell you something. I'm going out for probably a spicy bite hot dog. 7-Eleven, and I'll get pork rinds. Yeah, pork rinds sound good. The price of food has changed. I saw Osama bin Laden. Oh, well, he got away when we went in, so it's okay. An Afghan restaurant opened right across the street from my house. It's used to be a Vietnamese restaurant, now it's gone. I don't even lift it. Bird chest. I want to. Oh no! I know your jokes are best. Give me the best jokes you got, okay? I can help you write better jokes. Like you have to remember, like had some time in it, say like 100 years ago, Osama bin Laden. Okay, and then I'm like, whoa, well, 100 years ago, Osama bin Laden, he was, you know, somewhere. He was somewhere. But like, if you're somewhere else, like, 1889, 134 years ago, is a better time to make jokes. Oh yeah, I got documented PTSD by an active duty enlisted doctor, written in paper in 2004. Yeah, so yeah, I'm officially diagnosed PTSD while still serving and begging to be going to Iraq. I was like, I don't got PTSD, I'm going to Iraq. And they were like, well, they didn't like me, man. I was the best soldier. I'm Captain fucking America. I met with Blizzard in when I met when I met Blizzard Entertainment, they were developing Overwatch in 2015, and I said, hey, take my picture, and put me in the game. That's what I told them. And then they made 76, and it was right after they took my picture that the original concept art of 76 was changed to include the number, because I said, I met with Blizzard in San Francisco, and I said, take my picture and put me in the game. And that is why Overwatch, I am the main hero, because I am Solid Snake from Afghanistan. I was in Metal Gear Solid 5. I was Solid Snake. I am the big boss. I don't want to describe my top secret security clearance other than a random gesture of my army recruiter lying. Oh, my recruiter lied for me. Yeah. Get that man away from that gun. My grandpa was in the Battle of the Bulge. He was in the winter storm that lasted 3 days, and the Germans advanced in the Battle of the Bulge because my grandpa was in a tent hugging some dude. The Americans were freezing to death and had to resort to hugging each other. It was so cold, the Americans had to get real close. And that's my grandpa. He adopted my mom from Berlin. But my mom was born in Hamburg in 1947. She was flown out with the babies of the 47 East Berlin baby airlift. You got a big message there. It says I am a 1976 Dragonborn. So you want to talk about me again? Because what's the conversation? We say, are you referring to the Dragonborn? Am I referring to some other Dragonborn, not me? Are you kidding me? No, I don't know who your Dragonborn is. But there's a lot. Not from 76. 76 Dragonborn are kind of rare, okay? I'm a 76 Dragonborn, baby. Oh. What? I like to taunt people. See, you walked into the trap, man. I am that dude. I'm that dude. You just found out. You just found out. I already knew. I'm at the gate to Chinatown, ready to march through it the day the year of the dragon starts in next year. I'll be the first dragon in Chinatown. It's a big party for me. Whoa. Hey, that's nice. That's cute. I saw that. That's just a pale imitation of something I did. It's, 1976, Year of the Dragon. Year of the Oakland Raiders' first championship in my town. They came to where I was born to win it in 76, because going anywhere else isn't shit. It's nowhere. Pasadena. I saw 5 Super Bowls come through my town it hasn't been back since the Cowboys won it, and I was working for the NFL. At 17 years old, I went to my first Super Bowl, and I had a job working for them. Most people don't get to the Super Bowl. They might see it on TV after they buy one. I mean, most people didn't have TVs back then either. Even in 1995. Yeah. You think you got? You'll find out the score. You'll go to a place with the TV. Your little TV you did have, you wouldn't even watch football on it, because you're one of those. If you have a small TV, that means you don't watch football. Yeah. Your gamer TV, that's a football TV. You gamer. You gamers never brought anything. You can't say your little game computer monitor is revolutionized. No, you can't. It's all about the NFL made your TV big. Otherwise you'd be looking at 2-inch Sony TVs. I'm gonna leave. I'm pretty tired. Hey, that's great. I'm gonna help you leave. We'll see who shows up next time. Thanks for watching. I'll be back.